Hey, what's going on there, guys? Call to Truth here with some more Battlefield 3 gameplay for you all. Today, you guys are watching a variety of different matches here in this video today. First one's going to be a couple clips from Team Deathmatch on Domovan Peak, then some Conquest on Operation Metro, as well as some Conquest on Sane Crossing to finish out with the last clip. Now, throughout all these games, I was using the Assault class with the AK-74M, and I'm using the Reflex Red Dot Sight, Underslung Rail, and Heavy Barrel on. For some reason, when it comes to the AK-74M, I don't know why. It's not only the AK, but it's other weapons in Battlefield 3. There's just some guns where I feel like there's a specific scope that it just works for it, and nothing else should be used. Now, of course, I'm not, saying, no, you can never use something. No, that's not the point. You can use whatever scope on, your rifle scope or, Lord, I don't know, anything. It doesn't matter. But there's some guns that it doesn't seem right unless they're running this particular sidearm. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm weird. Like weapons like the Scar L. I don't run anything but a reflex now. Like I used to run holographic Cobra, reflex. I can't stand anything but the reflex on it. It just doesn't fit it. Now maybe I'm weird. You guys can leave a comment if you're someone who's like that. If you kind of have that weird feeling about a particular weapon. It's like, look, this weapon, it just looks right with a certain scope on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But this video is going to be a little bit short just because I do have midterms for college or university, whatever you want to say it. This about next week and a half or so. So if I do upload it, will be for probably short videos and may squeeze in a little bit longer one here and there, but just because my internet isn't the best and I do need my computer for these exams because everything is online nowadays. But real quick, kind of want to give my thoughts about the AK before jumping into the main topic of today's video. And I just want to say, this gun, it's fun to use. Is it the best and just amazing? No, it really isn't. But it's something that... There's one weird thing about the AK-74M that, once again, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just the fact that I suck at this game and I find weird things that work for me, but with the heavy barrel on, I seem to hip fire miraculously well. Now, this is not really a good example, but there's some situations when it comes to close quarters, if I had any faster firing assault rifle, if I had M416, M16, the AUG, anything like that, I can't hip fire nearly as well as I can with the AK. I don't know why that is. Maybe the slow fire rate helps me, and by slow fire rate is very slow, 650 RPM, so it definitely will lack when it comes to the time to kill. But when it comes to hip firing, for some oddball reason, it just works with the heavy barrel on, which reduces the accuracy of your hip fire. Not exactly sure why that is. Maybe it's just when I aim better with this gun. I have got no idea. But I briefly mentioned time to kill, and that is something that kind of leads me into my main topic for this video, and that is the, in a sense, not what I call the overpoweredness, but the clear, I don't really know the right way to phrase this, but basically you guys know in Battlefield 3, the weapons that shoot the fastest are generally the best. Those are the better guns in the game. So when it comes to using slower weapons, because the time to kill for them is much slower, because like I mentioned before, in Battlefield 3, time to kill is really everything. It really is everything. And weapons that fire slow, they really suffer. They really just, it's like they don't have a place. Now some people will make the argument, which it is true for the most part, that these weapons are generally better at range. And like I said, that is for the most part true. However, it's not completely, and not, it's just, oh, they know. That is the fact, 100% guaranteed. Not really. Reason being is the recoil on some of the slower firing weapons is not much better than that of the high firing weapons like M416, which is kind of in the middle, 750 RPM. Really, I would say, starting with the M16A3 at 800 and going on up, F2000, AEK, those weapons, those are when you start to get to the high fire rate. When you start having the AUG and down to the AK-G3, L85, those type of weapons, that's when you get to the slow fire rate ones. With those type of weapons that are the faster firing ones, some of them don't have a lot of recoil, even though they fire relatively fast. And even the slower firing ones, the recoil isn't much better. So I want to ask you guys, when it comes to perhaps Battlefield 4, is this something where the assault rifles that shoot a little bit slower, that are down the bottom end, because clearly they're way underused? I mean, you don't see guys running around with AKs, L85s nearly as much as M16 AEK because their time to kill is much slower. So when it comes to games like Battlefield 4, the next Battlefield game coming out, should these assault rifles that fire slower, what should be done to help give them an equalizer? Should they be even better at range? Should they be more accurate? Should they be given higher damage stats perhaps? Something like, instead of 25, maybe do something anywhere from 28 to 30 damage up close, and then perhaps drop off to 20 at range. Something like that. Should they be given a lot less recoil? Or should the faster firing weapons have their recoil amounts increased. That way their role is more clearly defined, because weapons like the M16 or AK, a guy that's pretty good with that can use it anywhere and do very, very well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary, a little bit of gameplay today. As you can see, AK-74M does not do great in close quarters. Sometimes you get lucky though like that because you're sitting on that med pack. But leave your thoughts about this down below in the comment section. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about this. And it's kind of a topic where I think it's a little bit tricky to get right, just because if you buff one set of weapons in terms of their fire rate, then the other ones become underpowered and ones become overpowered. So it's a difficult subject to address, I think, correctly, but I'm hoping that DICE can find a way to do so in the next game, Battlefield 4, and hopefully they'll basically find a way in order to make these slow firing weapons an option that people want to pick. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to rate the video. I'd appreciate it very much. See you guys later. Bye.